So summer has ended, and I feel like it's a good time to reflect on all the photos that I've taken in the past month or two, and perhaps show you a montage of what I've done. Firstly, I would like to introduce Ella, who is my adventure companion and first and foremost, my girlfriend. Secondly, I would like to talk about the things that I've learned in photography over the summer. I feel like I tend to gravitate to the photos that I take, which include less information, and as a result are actually stronger and convey more emotion and more of what I want to say in the photo. and they just feel nicer, less distracting. Second thing is I've focused a lot on when to and not to use a polarizer. For example, panoramic shots are ruined by the use of polarizer because as you pan through the image, the polarization changes depending on the direction of the sun. So I've learned to basically not use a polarizer when doing panoramic shots, and make sure that I'm looking at the photo itself, at the live view projection of the photo, in order to see whether a polarizer is needed. I'm still kind of working on that because using a polarizer is quite new to me. I've only gotten it at the start of the summer. Finally, a lot of the more experienced photographers talk about the fact that gear does not matter, and I've finally ended up taking it to heart out of necessity. I don't have a full frame telephoto lens. I would like to get a 70-200, for example, f4 or a 2.8 made by Canon, but I don't have that. So I've had to use my old DSLR entry-level 450D with a kit lens, and it does the job as long as the light's nice and the conditions are good. It's very satisfying. You could print an image and have a beautiful photo. So I'm quite satisfied with that. Eventually I will get a 70-200, but at the moment I can't do it. So don't be held back by your gear is what I've taken to heart. I've heard it a lot, but I've taken it to heart, and I'm quite happy with that. Thirdly, the things that I would like to focus on in the following months include continuing to slow down and soaking the landscape in, looking around and thinking about the image before I take it. Another thing I would like to focus on is testing out the hypothesis of cropping in less information. I tend to gravitate towards that. Now it's time to focus on it. I've noticed a pattern and I would like to definitely test it out. Finally, planning. I don't do enough planning because I'm always in a rush. I always kind of think about going somewhere the night before or like the morning of, and I don't look at the landscape. I don't use a computer enough. I don't look at maps enough to test out the shots that may or may not work. Sometimes it works, not planning, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel like I want to test out whether planning helps out the overall end result. In the end, I've had a great summer with a lot of adventures and some great shots, and I'm quite happy about it. However, I'm excited for the breath of fresh air that the autumn brings. The moody skies instead of completely bluebird days, some fantastic sunsets, and some colorful leaves and grasses and colors in general. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later.